up there, YouTube? Well, we got the trailer prepped and ready to go now for our spray-in bed liner. We got the floor about a foot up the walls, and the ramp door are all prepared with polyurethane, as what the manufacturer of the Raptor liner calls for. So we have it prepared and ready to go as far as that goes. We're all masked off with paper. It's taped up. Doesn't stick very good to OSB, this stuff, this blue painter's tape. It's actually lifted up off the bottom here. But we'll definitely re-adhere it right before we spray. Have to keep an eye on it as we're spraying so it doesn't lift, and keep our edge nice and consistent. So we'll see what we can do with that. I know it's not going to be the most perfect setup, but it'll work. It'll do what it's got to do. Trying to think of what else we can talk about here. Oh, we got the edge of the ramp door here is all masked off. A little bit of the body work here is done. I also have some of the... Oh, okay. Just got some of the aluminum trim masked off where we don't want to get this crap. So all we want it on is the wood. We don't want it on any of the metal. Now this trailer has a 30 amp service package, and I had to go ahead and remove everything. I removed all the trailer electricals from the nose of the trailer here. And there's the hole that was put in by the factory. That's where the power cord goes through. Behind here, this is where the breaker box mounted. This is where the trailer electrical wiring was set up. The brake controller, the battery, the terminal junction box was there. We got all that out. Got the aluminum nose panel that was here. There's a plate here, aluminum plate, a beauty plate that goes over this and hides all this wiring. So we got that off and out of the way. Got all the outlets are out. There's a 15 amp GFI outlet that goes there, and its slave GFI outlet goes here. So, see if we can get some video while we're getting it sprayed, and then we'll get a catch-up video. Everything that's going on. What's up there, YouTube? Okay, it's the day after. Just wanted to give a little update video. We got the liner sprayed in last night, and it was getting dark, and it took a while to took a little longer to do it than I had expected. So, but we're sprayed. Everything is good. The liner turned out really good. I'm pretty pleased with the end result. So I only went up about a foot from the floor. That's all I really need. I don't need to do the whole entire trailer this way. It'll be so dark in here if I did. We didn't get the tailgate. Or the ramp door. We're gonna do that another day. Probably the same time I do the truck bed, because see, I got two two Raptor liner kits, and one full kit and one bottle from the second kit did this entire space with the perfect coat. It's been a little over 12 hours since the final spraying, and it's cured now as far as minimum requirements for walking on it, so that's why I figured I'd come out and do the video. But what we did was we didn't do the aluminum. You can see there, see if I can get white balance to work. No, it doesn't want to work. Okay, but yeah, see, we didn't do the aluminum. We stopped at the corner there at the wood. So it's only the wood surfaces that have made contact with the Raptor liner. And the end result is pretty good. We actually added a silicone-based, what's the word I'm trying to think of? Anti-skid agent. So it's got a very rough texture to it, like a non-skid texture, so when this gets wet, it's supposed to have that anyway, but I wanted a little bit extra because I know I'm going to be in here with a lot of water. Probably not so much mud or snow and rain, but you know, if you're outside, if I'm outside working on something and you know it's a little drizzly and rainy or even foggy, and you know the bottom of your shoes naturally are going to get wet in those conditions, and you start coming in on like a it's not a rubber base, it's a, oh, what did the tech sheet say? Well, anyway, I'll put it in the notes when I edit the video. Anyway, it's not really slippery. I mean, it does have a nice texture to it. It feels probably the texture of maybe 40 grit sandpaper. That's what it feels like. And with the silica sand in it, it does add a little bit more of a grip to it, and it's really nice. It turned out really well, really good. I like it. I like it a lot. So it's going to be getting done in the trailer or the truck bed as well. But this way now I can start painting the walls or priming the walls and getting them ready for once that's done. I'll get that all painted. I'll start at the V-nose and work my way back. Once I get the walls primed, I'll decide from there what I'm going to do. If I'll paint them maybe a semi-gloss so there's a little bit more of a reflectivity with the light, or if I'll just leave them flat. I haven't decided. But I got to get them primed first in order to figure out what I want to do from there. I got to get the vent out. I got to take the light switches off. I'm going to get that vent out too. I don't know if I'm going to remove the beauty trim or if I'm just going to mask off, because that's a lot of screws. And taking this down by myself is going to be a little bit of a challenge. So it's all one piece from the front of the trailer to here. The front nose here wouldn't be too bad because I mean that's only 3.5 feet long, but that's 16 feet long. And I really don't want to kink it, so I might just mask that off just on the edge here, and then just paint the walls and be done with it. That way, or prime the walls rather. Then this will be done, and then we can start moving the workbench, the toolbox in. Excuse me, and then we'll get the cabinet up here built. Or whatever I decide to do up here. I haven't decided fully yet. I might do a V-nose workbench, where I come in the corner and the workbench will be about 18 inches deep, and then come straight across from here, as opposed to coming from the edge straight across. I might come into, like, say, this stud and go straight across to this stud, or bring it in the middle of the studs. I don't know yet. I got to see how I'm going to utilize this space before I do anything here, because I don't know. This is the tongue. I don't want to put a lot of weight on the tongue. And then I guess that's pretty much it. I got to get the power back in here, because if I had that all hooked up when I was working in here. When we were working in here last night, we could have had these lights on, but I had clamp lights going because the electrical system's completely disconnected. Even the trailer wiring system is out of here. I don't have any of it hooked up because I didn't want anything in the way for the Raptor liner to go down. I wanted full coverage, or at least as much as I possibly could. And then, yeah, see, we got the... I didn't do the aluminum on the front of the trailer. Only one of the wood surfaces I got. Here's a good look here. I'll see if I can get up on top of it. Yeah, there you go. You can see that's the texture. There's the OSB. Just to give you a little point of reference. And that, there you go. That's the texture of the, and the whole trailer's like this. Here's the floor. Kind of funky to watch it go by the camera like that, ain't it? So yeah, that's basically the entire floor, just like that. It's a really great product. I highly recommend it. As far as appearance goes, there's very little edge. It's very little. I'm going to be painting up to this line anyway. I might go over the Raptor liner just a little bit, just to kind of give me a little bit of an overlap. But I might, I got to read the tech sheet because I know that there's a cure period, and I don't want to put anything on top of this to prevent this from curing properly. So I might stop maybe like that far, and then I'll just cut that in with a brush. Or if I cut it in with a brush now, I just make sure I just touch it so I don't screw with it or anything. And then, yeah, once we get the walls primed and I figure out what color we're going to do them, we might just do them white. I might put like a semi-gloss coating over them. Or I don't know yet. I'm so undecided on what I want to do in here. But I know the Raptor liner was definitely something I wanted to do. That was no ands, ifs, or buts about it. I just got to get the tailgate done. The wood is protected, though. It's got a polyurethane oil-based coating on it, so that's good. But, yeah, we'll come back once we get the walls primed and give you a little bit of an update there, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do once the walls are done.